It was 2005 and I was doing my first ever solo four-wheel drive trip. With only a weekend trip through the sandhills from Lansing to Cervantes in Western Australia with friends, a fortnight before the trip being my only driving preparation, I was totally naive as to what could, and all probability would, go wrong. So far I had reached the Northern Territory border on the Great Central Road. My first destination was Kings Canyon. But first, Kata Tjuta and Uluru were targets through my windscreen. Play the tape. The sun's sort of running out ahead of us today for a change. The clouds still look a little ominous behind us, but hopefully we've outrun it. Someone's left his bike here. Docker River's just down the road, but we're going to give that a miss and keep going to Lasseters Cave. We're not that far from Yalara. I don't need to refuel, so we'll give Docker River a miss.
Okay, this campsite is just out of Docker River. It's owned by the Aboriginal community, and as you come in, you call them that little tent over there, or a little tin hut. Put your $5 in an envelope, it's an honour system, and then you can go and park wherever you like in the park. There are all these bays, all nicely set out, complete with, would you believe, flushing toilets. Looks like the whole family's out for a walk today. This is near Docker River. Well, he's not too keen on going anywhere but staying on the road, actually. Look all that well, actually. There's a whole herd of them in here, really. Looks as though he's got something on his face. In the background, there's corral type things. Painting stuff. We're actually just a few kilometres short of Lasseters Cave turnoff. There's a whole family of them, little ones, big ones, the whole deal. Geez, their advertising, the sign writing up here is great. All that's written on the road is Juntai. It has nothing about Lasseters Cave, just that there's a parking spot on the right hand side of the road, on the side of the road, and then I've travelled a good 5 or 6 kilometres down the road and then suddenly thought, hey, I'm going too far. Nothing to tell you it's in here. Juntai, Lasseters Cave. Well, the story of Lasseter, and he sheltered in the cave for approximately 25 days in January 1931, stranded without food after his camels bolted at a point 15 kilometres east of here. Although he was weak from starvation, he set out on the 25th of January or thereabouts to walk the 140 kilometres to Mount Olga, hoping to meet up with the relief party. He was carrying 1.7 litres of water and he was assisted by a friendly Aboriginal family. He reached Irving Creek in the Potayoi Hills, about 55 kilometres away, where he died around about the 28th of January 1931. So that's actually the hill, and the cave is right down there on the bottom. And then, of course, the river course. That might be the reason why there's no sign to Lasseters Cave. There's a signpost and the sign's been ripped off. That certainly tells us nothing. These things there's heaps of them. They're just all in the middle of the road as I drive along. Obviously coming out to drink the water that's in the puddles on the road. They don't move. Well, there's our first look at the Olgas. As that is right just to the left of the back, I don't know. But certainly, a little way to go yet. Gee, some bloody rough road, I tell you that. Gee whiz, I forgot how big they were. Still got a few kilometres to go. Beautiful. These things are awesome. Mind you, they're almost as big as some of the ruts in the road. It's all that development. Well, here we are, at the end of the gravel. Bitumen. It should be bitumen now until such time as hopefully we leave the Kings Canyon for the Morini Loop. Absolutely amazing formation. Awesome. I'm going to walk around it this time. We did that last trip, but incredible. Oh, this thing is just awesome. It comes out of the ground straight up. Around it goes. And then beyond down there. Well, it's Wednesday afternoon, the 8th of June 2005, and we've reached Katja Juta. Yalara is the next spot. But we're going to go and have a look at the Valley of the Winds first. So this is the Valley of the Winds bit. That's where we did the tour. That's where we did the walk a couple of years ago. Not doing it again this year. I'm going to do the other one tomorrow morning. Okay, this is from the picnic viewing area. This is where you come at sunset to watch the rock change colour as the sun goes down, obviously. Quite obviously there's a lot more to Katja Juta than just those couple of rocks at the front. And it does, it stretches back. And back. It's quite an amazing little collection of bundies. Meanwhile, in the distance sits another rock. That's where we're heading. That's Uluru, or Ayers Rock as we know it. The name of the place is Yalara. Just to the right of that, a little bit of a bushfire happening down there. And the proximity, we come around here, there it is, the Olgas. Katja Juta. Meanwhile, from the viewing platform, there's all the different types of vegetation to be found in this area. It's growing naturally. Another wild animal, roaming wild. There's a lot of those up here. So far, I think I've seen about 40 cars and must be 50 or 60 tourist buses. Well, maybe I exaggerated. There's some of the vegetation. Yalara, here we come. Now it does sort of jump up and look at you, doesn't it? And the sun sort of shines off it just nicely as well. Still a bit of haze according to the camera, but then again, it sort of looks like on the TV screen. Well, good morning. It's Thursday morning and camping in Yalara Caravan Park. And guess what? The tyre was going down yesterday afternoon. We pumped it up and it's been fine. It went down again overnight, so what we're going to try and do is find a tyre place to change it. This is Tjuta Crescent in Ayers Rock, Yalara, and we just had a tyre repaired here. Slow leak in the front right hand tyre. Same problem as what has happened before. Nothing to indicate what had caused it. That's where it was done, in there. The Yalara Autos. Yeah, nothing to indicate what has caused it. Just a hole in the tube. Down she went. Well, it's now just on 10 o'clock. We're not going to bother with anything else around here. This is a transport stage basically to Alice Springs. Next stop is Kings Canyon, and then hopefully we'll do the Morini Loop. There's the rock just sitting out there. This is Curtin Springs Roadhouse. That's the homestead. 2012, it's appropriately named, Shells and Blokes. And across the road, out there, is Mount Connor. This really is rather beautifully set up here. Really very nice. Avery's out here with the different birds of the territory. A very nice barbecue, picnic area. Look at that cactus.
That's the black one. $1, $2, and $3. $1. Oh no, this is 2.
Now this is Mount Connor, and because it's been hazy today, sits up like that. Listening on the two-way, and some people got confused with Ayers Rock, thought that was it. Not the first to catch that, I guess. Okay, what you don't see from the road, there's Mount Connor, and this is the surrounding countryside. The road comes up there, and that's what you see off the side of the road. If you climb this sandbank right opposite the Mount Connor lookout, and down the back there, the salt flats. Now I've been told that there's been record attempts made out there. Don't know if that's the case or not, it doesn't look long enough for me, but something you just don't see from the road. And let's look at this down there. Part of the range now beside the road that I'm sure is the Kings Canyon is part of. We've been running through bush for quite a while, but we've come down and we're actually running along the side of this range now for pretty much all the way in, from memory. This is Kings Creek Station to the left. There you can get helicopter rides, and there's also camping, and very nice in there. We stayed there on the bus trip, very good. 40k to Kings Canyon. Okay, well, this pretty rugged looking area here. We're just driving into the Kings Canyon area now. It's about 4 kilometres. Pretty rugged looking country here, that's for sure. Well, the car park here at Kings Canyon is a bit like Coles. Vehicles everywhere. Last time I was here I did the top walk. This time, and the one up the centre. The Kings Creek walk. Certainly pretty awesome looking place. You go up the top and walk around the top and look down. Very awesome. Now the top walk, 5.5 kilometres. It's a hell of a walk. First thing you got to go up that rock climb there. It goes up and up and up. That's one hell of a climb. You get to the top of that. From there on, it's relatively easy. What a walk. That first bit kills you. The walk through the canyon has these man-made paths just to guide you on your way. Although these river gums are actually in a creek bed, just being in a creek bed doesn't allow them to survive, and when everything dries up during a drought, then the river gums, they drop limbs, most of their leaves, they slim down during the dry time, so they don't use as much water. Awesome. There's nature's walkway through here. Awesome shale type structure. There's the colours in that. You wouldn't want to be underneath that lot if it suddenly let go. Well, that lot there either, come to that. So if the last rockfall was 1930s, it's a damn sight close to the next one, isn't it? Okay, so these are some of the rocks that fell. Decent sized bundies, I might add. And there's one sitting there, it looks as though it's just waiting for the right moment. Oh, they're solid, they've been well put in. I wouldn't have liked to have been the engineers who were doing it. But then most of those guys are crazy anyway. They've got to be.
No, you're fine. I'm just
pushing it.
See.
Got a video machine.
Yep. Look at these hills, aren't they just awesome? Just absolutely awesome. Kings Canyon Resort. Okay, this is part of the caravan park at Kings Canyon. Well, this is the campground. Well set up with facilities such as showering and toilets and all that sort of thing. Very nice in here. Nice lawns. Chris and Bernie, who actually slept tent to tent the last 2 nights at Yalara and here at Kings Canyon.
If you enjoyed this video, there are over 400 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when our next video is available. If you like this video, hit the like button. and maybe even leave a comment. If you weren't too impressed, then the dislike button tells us absolutely nothing. So tell us why, so that we can do something about it. Thanks for watching.